ultimate fanfare.
What's going on, world? Welcome to this episode of the Playaction Podcast. We got Brandon here, we got my dog Colin. What's up, bro?
Oh man, you know I'm gonna say the same thing I say every freaking week. It's a great day to be a sports fan because it's a great day to be a sports fan. You know, and hey, headline news: Joe Flacco plus a 6th round pick to the Bengals for a 5th round pick. I can't believe Joe Flacco getting a 5th round pick. But the Bengals want to shore it up. Jake Browning's not cutting it. They already cut Mike White to make room for Joe Flacco. But guess what? Shador's now the number 2. Your guy's number 2. Tell me what you're feeling about that. I know you're excited. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. I'm extremely excited, bro, and I feel sorry for Dylan Gabriel, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You got a target on your back. The league wants to see Shador play, and the fastest way we can see Shador play if somebody get hurt or somebody is not playing well. I'm not wishing bad on you, bro. I'm just saying, play with caution. Go ahead and slide, bro, because it's going to be it might be some issues moving forward.
Man, because his first game next week is going to be against Pittsburgh, or this week is Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh Minka is going to be licking his chops. Okay, they're going to be Jalen Ramsey's licking his chops, waiting to come get a hand on some of these balls. But if Dylan plays well, man, he got the Dolphins next week. He could cement his job with 2 good games. And we're going to talk about his game last week, too, though. But if he doesn't, Shador comes in with a soft landing spot with Miami next week. And I'm telling you right now, I know Dion's over there, him and 8 toes or whatever he's got left, rooting for the Steelers to obliterate Dylan Gabriel. Hey, no shade towards Dylan Gabriel. But, man, I hope just stay safe, make good decisions. And if Shador, you get your opportunity, I know he's going to take advantage of it. You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, but kicking off college football, a couple upsets, big ones. 0-4 UCLA Bruins going into, I think, 3-1 Penn State at the time, and putting it on them 42-37. That Tennessee transfer Nico Lama-Leva goes for 166 and 2 touchdowns in the air. Another 128 on the ground with 3 more TDs, 5 total. Man, I'm telling you, UCLA, are they turning the corner? Nico's looking good. I mean, he brought him in for Tennessee for a reason. I'm liking this. I'm liking UCLA and Penn State. Who are they now?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Penn State, bro. Like, UCLA just fired their coach maybe like 2 weeks ago. Like, their program is in disarray. I mean, like I said, with Nico, with the quarterback, bro, hey, bro, you know, that transfer from Tennessee is looking like you did the right decision. I mean, off of this game. Because you guys were 0-4. off of this game, you know what I'm saying? But Penn State, bro, what is going on with Penn State? The Nittany Lions, bro. Did you guys just sleep on them? Did you just think you had a layup and you didn't prepare properly? I don't know what is going on. I expect more out the Nittany Lions. Come on, bro. Step it up.
Tell me about it. I mean, because they just took the L from a double overtime loss to Oregon, which, don't get me wrong, Oregon is a powerhouse. But Penn State, they were talking about championship aspirations. Their quarterback, Drew Aller, possibly a 1st-round pick. I mean, talk about maybe in the top 5 pick. Now, he didn't play bad, but he definitely got outplayed by an 0-4 team. That's a problem. Speaking of quarterback problems, Florida, your guys, Texas, 29-21. And the only reason we're talking about this really is because of Arch Manning and your team. And that's not your team, but it's your 2nd team with the Gators. I don't know whether we're talking about this because is Texas not as good as we think they are, or is Florida just better than we think they are?
I think it's a little bit of both. Texas, I don't think Texas is nowhere as good as they think they are. Arch, he's a sophomore, bro. Like, it's just going to take him time for him to grow. And, you know what I'm saying, learn the system. Everybody wanted to project him a Heisman Trophy candidate coming to start this season, #1 draft pick, and all this stuff. And it's like, bro, this dude if he was that good, he would have been starting over Buddy from last year. I forgot his name. I don't want to mispronounce. I don't want to disrespect him.
Hauser. I know what you're talking about.
He would have been starting then. Exactly. So, hey, no disrespect to Arch. I love Red Dot Arch. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had one of the quotes, greatest quotes, the preseason. So I mess with Arch Manning. So, bro, you got to get it together. But just to clarify, Florida, University of Florida, I'm a Florida boy, but University of Florida is maybe my fifth, sixth Florida team, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they at the bottom. They at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's UM, Florida State, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I like USF above Florida. USF just put belt to ass to Florida a couple weeks ago, too. So, but Florida got them. Florida got them this week. So, I all salute to Florida. I think Florida's a little bit better than what they, has been presenting the last couple weeks. But it's the SEC, baby. It's the SEC. Every week, it's a good game every week. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. And I'm looking forward to DJ Lagway and Dallas Wilson putting it on people. I mean, Lagway is I think he's kind of showing out. Dallas Wilson, he is looking like Deebo Samuel. He is catching balls, throwing people around. I mean, he is a grown man.
Man-child.
Yeah, he's a man-child. So they're going to be fun to watch. I mean, I'd like to see Florida come back. I mean, I'm not expecting Tebow days, but it would be nice to have Florida. When Florida's good, it's a good college season, Man, and so this is not any of the ranked teams. I'm a homer, University of Washington guy. Anyway, UW beat up on Maryland Terrapins, 24-21. Like I said, no big names, but, hey, my Huskies, they're going against the 4-0 Maryland Terrapins, and they got a chance to beat them. But the big thing is Maryland was 20-3 over the Huskies, and Huskies came back with 21 unanswered points. So I just want to give them some love. Good job staying in it. You definitely could have laid down, but go Huskies.
Especially because, a lot of teams taking that cross-country trip over to Maryland.
Yes.
You gotta give respect due. We see that all the time in the pros. When they travel from one coast to the other coast, that jet lag gets you. So
hell yeah, it's a real thing.
It's a real thing. So shout out, the Huskies. They did their thing out to beat the Terrapins this week. So shout out them boys. They did their thing.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, speaking of doing their thing again, one of our favorite guys, San Francisco Rams, 26-23. Mac Jones, what's his name? Mac Jones,
Mac
baby.
Jones.
Killing it. Okay, he is going, in my opinion, I have the Rams as a top 5 NFL team, and even though Christian McCaffrey couldn't really get it going on the ground, he still had 8 catches and 80 yards. Mac Jones lighting it up. I mean, I'm telling you right now, he is looking like the first-round quarterback that New England thought they were getting. And, of course, there's no regrets. They got a great quarterback right now, Drake May. But I'm telling you, teams are going to start looking at this kid. And I cannot still believe that the Bengals didn't offer some adequate compensation to get Mac Jones from the Niners. What's the deal?
Hey, bro, they might have wanted too much for him. Right? The 49ers know what they got with Matt Jones out there, bro. They might have wanted too much for him. I'm just saying, I feel you. I feel like the Bengals should have did a couple other moves. We talk about Russell Wilson or Jameis. Some of those dudes. But Matt Jones, bro been balling these last couple of weeks, bro. And it's like, all right, y'all just paid Purdy that $200 million. But, hey, Mac over here looking like he ain't no sucker. You know what I'm saying, bro? He ain't no slump.
I'm telling you.
So,
I mean, I can't believe
bro.
It. Brock Purdy's a $200 million man, right?
Yeah. Hey, starting quarterbacks do not grow on trees. Starting NFL quarterbacks do not grow on trees. This is some stuff that skill set that he possesses and has been displaying accurately. All, respect to Mac Jones, bro. Respect the game, bro. I see you out there balling, dog.
Absolutely. And you know what? I mean, people say, it's a system quarterback. Brock Purdy's in it. Mac Jones just like him. They had Jimmy Garoppolo. They had Trey Lance. Those are two second rounder and a first round pick they moved up for that didn't work out so much. So, don't sleep on Mac Jones. I mean, he's going to be the way Mac is playing. He doesn't look that much different from Caleb Williams there in Chicago. And Caleb Williams is the number 1 overall pick, and they're talking about him being like Patrick Mahomes. I think Caleb's got a bright future, but Mac Jones doesn't have that potential. But damn it, he is a good-ass QB right now. No development needed.
Yep. Absolutely agree.
Play. Minnesota, Cleveland. Minnesota back in the win column, 21-17 against Cleveland, sure, but still. This is about against less who won and more about quarterback play of two semi-functioning offenses. So hats off to Carson Wentz. I know I wore him out last week, but he had a pretty good game of, I would say, mistake-free football. And then Dylan Gabriel, same thing. He finished the game with 190 yards, a couple touchdowns, and for the most part, mistake-free football. But without Quinshon Judkins, man, 110 yards of grown man running. Okay, that's and they had no lost fumbles in that game. That kind of looked pretty good for 3 quarters. And then Cleveland played a 4th quarter. And I think they had 5 possessions, and they punted on all of them. Basically, they got no yards. I think after 3 possessions, it's a rookie. Give it to Shedeur. Hey, Shedeur, we have a lead. We're up 17-14. We can't get anything going. Minnesota keeps giving us the ball back. Fumble, miss field goal. Hey, Shedeur, maybe you can move the ball because Dylan can't move it in the 4th quarter for some reason. I don't know why they didn't give him a shot. And then, you know what happens? Minnesota ends up scoring go-ahead touchdown, puts them at 21-17, and that's all she wrote. Did they play that right, or am I biased here?
I'm with you, bro. They definitely misplayed that. I mean, but they had Shedeur listed as the 3rd-string quarterback, and I heard some NFL analysts analyze me talking about this, and it makes sense. You set up a game plan for your backup quarterback, number 2. You don't really game plan for your number 3. So, like, they had a game plan for Joe Flacco for this game because he was listed as the number 2. So now, hopefully, they moving forward with the Joe Flacco trade, they can have a game plan set, in place for Shedeur, just in case an opportunity like that presents itself where the offense isn't moving and you need a spark. Like we shout out Tua and the classic Tua and Hurts. They needed a spark in the national championship game, and Nick Saban made that decision, like you just said, in the 4th quarter. It was the second half, really second half. But it takes some guts to make those decisions. But also, I want to shout out NFL for them London games, bro. Shout out for them bros, because waking up in the morning and cooking breakfast, being able to watch football, it feels like I'm back on the West Coast, okay? We used to work out there on the West Coast, bro. You wake up in the morning, football is on. So
football morning.
Yes. So I can appreciate this, being back home on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Waking up in the morning and football is coming on. So shout out NFL. I see what you did with this Minnesota Cleveland game. I love it. Keep doing your job, bro. I appreciate it.
100% there. Morning football is always great football. Speaking of great football, Colts, Raiders, 42-6. Indiana Jones and who is it? Tomb Raider. Hell yeah. 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, no sacks, no fumbles lost. Jonathan Taylor had another 3 touchdowns, showing that he is back and ready to just dominate. But I'll tell you this much, man. The Raiders, Pete Carroll had a really interesting quote. He said after the game, "We need to change the course from the way we're going," end quote. What does that mean to you, and what do you think they're going to do?
Should have changed the course and drafted Shedeur, okay? That's what they get, okay? That's exactly what they get, okay? Because this situation is horrible, okay? Out there in the Raiders, I don't know what y'all doing. I'm a Geno Smith fan, but he is not the answer. I see Pete Carroll talking about, oh yeah, he needs to get the reps. He needs to get the reps out there. I know it's not going good for him. He needs the reps. Bro, he is a veteran, a seasoned veteran, traveled veteran. How many reps does he need, bro? Come on now. It's only so many defenses that you're going to see on the opposing team. Tom Brady seen all of them, okay? We saw it. And it's like Geno Smith, bro. Come on, bro. 40-6. Come on, bro. Like, you gotta put up fight, do something, bro. Like, come on, dog. That's terrible to go out like that. I'm just saying, but Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider, that combination right there, bro. It's looking real MVP-ish. If I have to say MVP-ish, because I understand. I know the Giants. I understand because you got a Super Bowl champion last year, one of your former players, and then another former player right now is, bro. I hate to say it right now. If maybe, I don't want to I don't want to jinx my boys, but I think that the top two leading candidates right now for MVP would be our boy Baker Mayfield and Indiana Jones.
Reluctantly, yes. I don't know what to do about that, and I'm just gonna leave that part alone. In terms of Coach Carroll, maybe Coach Carroll looks at with Dan Campbell there in Detroit, and Dan's like, "Hey, you got knocked down. When you get up, you gotta bite a kneecap." I don't know what they're supposed to. They're 5 weeks into the season. You got a new quarterback. You have a new running back. Right? Your defense is they are what they are. I don't know what you're going to do. You need to change something. What are you going to change? I mean, unless you're going to bench Geno, who's your backup? You can't trade for anyone better than Geno. You got a rookie running back who's playing as good as he can behind that line. I have no idea what Pete's going to try to do except for bite a kneecap on his way back up. And, I mean, I need to go and take a look at their schedule real quick, but seriously, I mean, what are they going to do? Where's the Raiders? Okay, here's the Raiders. Okay, so you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna face the Titans next week. That's gonna be their fix. But then they're going to get the Chiefs, Jags, who just won, the Broncos, who also won, the Cowboys, who don't have defense, but you're gonna have to outscore them, and then they get the Browns again. So yeah, they're not doing anything. The Raiders are gonna stay where they're at, and I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, shout out. I know you just said the Jaguars won last night. Shout out my boy Travis Hunter. You see that highlight catch he made over the deep catch? Yeah. Shout out my boy. He does. That's what he does. Those acrobatic catches. That's what my boy does. But also, Trevor Lawrence, non-athletic self, fall down, get back up, game-winning touchdown. That was wild. That was amazing. But that was one of the most unathletic touchdowns I've ever seen in my life. But hey, bro, he scored.
Sunshine had a cloudy day, but he's still showing through at the end. Yeah,
hey, bro.
I don't know what the heck that was, but again.
I see. Yeah, they said it. They showed it in slow motion. My bad. Yeah, they showed the guard step on his foot. Yeah,
but he fell twice though.
Yeah,
he fell, and then he fell again. And then he kind of dove in the end zone, knowing the man, I don't have much time left here. I need to get this thing going. Yeah, you're right. Hey, shout out to Trevor. Good job getting there. But you need to do some contact balance work.
Yeah.
You and ETN go back work on some let Travis show you some contact balance work.
Yeah.
So you can not fall around looking like a baby seal. Man, so speaking of going to my Giants here, Jesus Christmas. The Saints supposed to be the
the
Saints Giants 26-14. I mean, after we beat the Chargers, I didn't say we were turning the corner, but I thought we were finally figuring a way on offense. I thought we were finally figuring a way on defense. And defense did play okay against New Orleans because the offense, when you have 5 turnovers in a row, the defense is going to get stressed. But I thought that, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you talk about them. I don't know what to say. I'm getting more and more pissed off just thinking about how much my team sucks. Yet I'm still going to remain a fan no matter what. Brandon, go ahead and disparage.
Bro, I'm going to be real with you, bro. I thought y'all had a layup with the Aints, bro. With the Aints, I thought y'all had a layup, bro. Come on, bro. I was like, come on, bro. This is one of those classic situations where you just overlook your opponent and you're like, I'm not taking them serious. Like, bro, you are the Giants. You have lost your number 1 wide receiver. Take everybody serious, bro. What the fuck is going on? Bro, what is going on, bro? I see my boy Scatterboo. He did pancake defensive end this past week. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But
I know that the 2 fumbles. I know. It's unexcusable. I'm not gonna dwell on your team, because you just talking about them in the last couple of weeks and how much I have gotten knowledge and insight about the Giants, I'm lightweight becoming a fan. So it's like I don't want to I don't want to talk bad about them. You know what I'm saying? It's my boy team. I don't want to see my dog team go down. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
I don't either.
It's just
like yourself by rooting for him.
I don't want to see him do bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. I was expecting y'all to do something this week against the Saints. Come on, I'm just saying, bro.
I did.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. I've gotten intimate, you know what I'm saying, knowledge about the Saints, the Giants and stuff, and it's like I'm rooting for Jason Dart. Jason Dart, you know, he's one of those boys that like. He looked like one of them wild boys I be hitting the dirt bike tracks and stuff with, having a good time outside on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? A little wild, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate those type of dudes. You know, he a dude. And it's yeah. I know we got we gonna talk about it later on. But speaking of dudes, bro, did you see the clip with Baker Mayfield before the game talking trash?
No, what happened?
Oh, bro. It is not family rated. It's not PG-13. Baker Mayfield and he was back there coming like at the tunnel, you know, in front of the team talking trash, and somebody was like, "Oh," talking trash to him from the stands. "Oh, yeah, you gonna be real quiet come halftime. Yeah, real quiet." And dudes yapping back and forth, next thing you know, Baker Mayfield looks up. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, you and him. Yeah, both of y'all. You effing. And he laid him, he called him a lady's part. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's our boy. You know, Baker Mayfield in the comment section did not disappoint. You know, Baker Mayfield is what we thought Johnny Football was going to be. So
exactly. Yes.
So I'm all for it, but I didn't mean to jump forward. But my bad, it just sparked in my head. It just sparked in my head.
Plant that flag, Baker. Plant that flag. Okay, that's what you do.
In a couple weeks, that's what I'm expecting out of Jason Dart. That's all I'm saying. Like that moxie. That's what they said. That's what they call it. That moxie. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Jason Dart has that. I'm just waiting to see my boy shine, bro. Just waiting to see my boy shine.
Me too. And he needs to learn from this because you can't end a game with 5 turnovers and then turnover on downs. That's your 6th possession. That's the last 6 possessions. 3 fumbles, 2 interceptions, and a turnover on downs. And you're not going to win a game like that. And speaking of not winning a game not like that, but in this fashion, Denver, Philly, 21-17, and I mean, this is the first time Eagles even lose this year. So they go from unbeaten to now beaten. We've talked about Jalen Hurts ad nauseum, you know, having the opportunity to showcase his skills because he has so much great talent around him. It's like, okay, well, he doesn't have to showcase what he can do because he's got a great running game with Saquon Barkley. You got a great pass game with Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert and a great offensive line. This game here, Philly was up 17-3 going to 4th quarter, you know, having that lead. Jalen Hurts threw it 38 times, completing 23. Not terrible, not great, but not terrible. Eagles only ran the ball 11 times. If you're 17-3 going to 4th quarter, run the ball, waste clock, and take the W. I don't know what they were doing. Saquon ran the ball 6 times. A.J. Dillon got it 2 times. Hurts ran it a couple times for 3 yards, right? I mean, granted, Denver, they play good overall game, but nothing special. So this game, all it does is highlight the appearance of the lack of specialness in Jalen Hurts. And but this is what I'm gonna ask after you post you here. Jalen Hurts, yeah, but also A.J. Brown hands another lackluster game. Should the Eagles fans be worried about A.J. losing his mind and imploding this team? Or do you think Jalen Hurts can right this ship and be the guy that the Super Bowl MVP should be?
I really think Jalen Hurts can turn the tide and turn this team to be where it needs to be as Super Bowl champions. Because this is the first loss in over 365 days. So like, I'm not going to ring the alarm right now. All right, it's been a long time since we saw him lose, but I am not going to overlook the offensive struggles in the play calling, bro. I'm trying not to curse, but it's like, man. Bro, Saquon Barkley rushes the ball 6 times, bro. Arguably one of the best running backs in the NFL
of all time.
Like, yes,
2,000 yards.
Yes, bro. And he touches the ball. He runs the ball 6 times. That's almost criminal. That's like you need to be in an insane asylum next to Joker and Iceman and stuff over there, like, bro, in Arkham. Like, bro, what are you doing? That's like, coaches, come on. And then AJ Brown, he honestly has a legitimate gripe right now. Like, the offense is not producing. And, like, they have arguably the best receiving core in the NFL, and they're not being used properly. I mean, your boy Devontae Smith, he did his thing.
Bad boy.
That boy. 165 pounds, Devontae Smith.
Ripper.
Bro, woo! That boy is the truth. He's showing you why, like, that he's been, like, the only wide receiver to win the Heisman in, like, the last decade, I believe.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I know Travis Hunter just won it, but he was played both ways, wide receiver and DB. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, Devontae Smith, bro, smooth operator. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he reminds me of Kevin Durant. He's just
exactly.
There's nothing hard. Everything is easy. Everything's easy for him.
So, yeah, I got faith. I seen this. I screenshot it the other day, but I seen like the 5 tables of Nick Saban and like his things that he had set up, and it was like the comment section did not disappoint. They was like, no wonder Jalen Hurts is the psycho. It was like, this dude disciplined, you know what I'm saying? His how he was brought up and like coached from an early age. And it's like, this dude, I have all the faith in the world in Jalen Hurts. He gonna turn this shit right. He gonna get him on point. So like, I'm not worried about the Eagles. They gonna do their thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not worried about the Eagles either. They're gonna be fine.
And unfortunately, I believe they play y'all next on Thursday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? They're gonna do the opposite of this last game. They're gonna run the ball to death because the Giants. That's one thing we have difficulty doing. It's stopping the run, and so I expect Saquon to come in with a big smile on his face and say, "Man, this is gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna run against the Giants. I'm gonna be at home in Philly. I'm probably gonna have a banner day." Yeah, he gonna have a revenge. Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a revenge game. Definitely. Yeah. Well, he doesn't need to have revenge. You're winning. There's no revenge. You guys got big money on the offseason. You're coming off a Super Bowl win. Come on, Saquon, just like go easy on us.
No, you guys got rid of him. You guys got rid of him. You didn't want him. You didn't want to pay him. You didn't want to pay him.
No, we didn't want to pay him, and Philly did. So I'm not upset with him, but I mean, Saquon, hey, he did not give the Giants an opportunity to match. He knows that. He knows that. That's a fact. He did not give the opportunity to match. He decided willingly to go to crosstown rivals and play with the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm mad at him for doing that. But I'm happy that he's winning, and I'm happy that he's producing. So Saquon, I'm happy for you, but I still feel slighted because I feel like you don't know what loyalty really is. But when it comes to money, hey, F that. But still, I'm hurt because I'm a Giants fan, okay? I'm just hurt. I'm just hurt, okay? And I'm going to stop being hurt because now we're about to talk about your Ravens. And I'm going to be empathetic because it's surprising. However, Houston, Baltimore, 44-10. Anyway, we expected Baltimore to struggle because they didn't have Lamar Jackson. Okay, Lamar is that whole team, right? If you think about it, Lamar is that team. But I didn't expect them to run out of the building by the half by C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans because C.J. Stroud's been struggling, but he seemed to find his groove in this game here. Cooper Rush looks so overmatched. I mean, no touchdowns, 3 picks. Yes, Houston's got a defense. Okay, D'Amico Ryans has them boys running and gunning. Derek Stingley is a man amongst boys. I mean, Will Anderson, they got some boys out there. But CJ, we're happy for him. He put on a performance, 244 yards, 4 touchdowns. Even Davis Mills came in for a little bit of mop-up duty because they were so far ahead. Nick Chubb had a great game, just 11 carries, 61 yards, another touchdown. Good overall game for Houston. But Baltimore, I'm concerned because Baltimore is they're 1-4, and Lamar is only out for one game. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how long you're going to keep Lamar out for before you say, you know what, just shelve him because our season is done. I'm not bringing back one of the best quarterbacks in modern times for a losing season when I know I'm going to need him, next year for sure. And again, I don't like to sit there and play the preservation game, but I mean, it's Lamar Jackson.
I'm with you, bro. Hamstring injuries, they tend to be like 3 to 4 weeks before you come back, and he's a running quarterback, so that's going to be a little difficult injury to snap right back from. And then even after that 3-4 weeks, you still take a week or two to like really trust that injury. Yeah. That hamstring is different. Them soft tissue injuries are different. So, and it might be time to go ahead and pack up this season. I don't see them making playoffs. After this 1-4 situation, this has been atrocious.
Yes.
I honestly think it might be time to look at the coaching decisions because, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, some of the play calling earlier in the season on late in the game play calling has been questionable to say the least with Lamar and Derrick Henry having them on your side. This defense, you just said 44 points. This defense is definitely not looking like the normal, what we expect a Baltimore defense to look like. Yeah. So this is, I don't know. I'm dejected. You see.
Yeah.
The energy. I am so disappointed in the Baltimore Ravens right now. But my boy hurt. I can't really say too much. Cooper Rush looks trash. I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any faith moving forward with the Ravens. I'm just looking to see how my boy Jalen Hurts is going to do, and I don't know who I'm rooting for this year. To be honest with you, I don't know who I'm rooting for.
Should Baltimore make a trade? And then I'm thinking like, okay, as you were talking, I was thinking, man, Baltimore can make a trade and get a quarterback in there, but who could you get in there that can play in a similar offense the way Lamar Jackson plays? I mean, you're not gonna find anyone who can run like that, but at least have someone who can move around a little bit and deliver the ball downfield because you still got Zay Flowers, you still got Mark Andrews, you got Isaiah Likely, you got some guys who can still play. I'm sorry, King Henry. You still got Derrick Henry as well. I don't know who they could bring in, but bring someone who can throw the ball.
They had the dude that was with that Cleveland brought in as like a 4th or 5th string where Dylan Gabriel got hurt.
Huntley.
Yeah, they had Huntley a couple seasons ago as a backup because they play similar, style football.
That's what you need to bring back in.
Yeah.
Because he got released. Yeah,
he got released.
Him in?
I don't know if he's on somebody's, practice squad or whatnot, but I don't know. I have no idea, but I definitely feel like he needs to be, because they can bring in a similar game plan.
Right. Yes. I mean, granted, Cooper Rush has a cooler name, but there's a reason why he hasn't secured a job this long. And not that Tyler Huntley should be, leading a team either, but at least he's been in the same system, like you were saying. So, I feel like every week we talk about Kyler Murray a little bit. But Tennessee, Arizona, 22-21. So being up 21-3 in the NFL, of course, does not guarantee a victory. But going into the fourth quarter being up 21-6 against the worst team in the league should guarantee something when you have a quarterback that was the first overall pick with a legend's son in Marvin Harrison Jr. But as I say, Arizona managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory by imploding in fantastic fashion. We saw this last week, but Emery DeMarcado with 12 minutes left on a breakaway touchdown for Arizona, which would seal the game, decides to celebrate an inch too early and drop the ball out of bounds. Like I think Deshaun Jackson may have done that as well. You know, when he was with Vic.
Yeah, right? But when the Colts did it last week, hold the ball out.
Last week, what is going on? And then the Arizona safety intercepts Cam Ward. That would seal the game. And then fumble into the end zone. I'm telling you right now, Tennessee they sold their soul praying to the football gods. I mean, holy cow, I'm a Giants fan, and I feel bad for the fans of the cardiac Cardinals right now, because I know them fans get just, I don't even know what to say. I have no idea what to say.
I have no explanation for this. This is wild. It's like, and it's like, they have talent, they have the system, they have a good situation, but it's like, bro, you guys cannot put it together at the end. I don't know.
So many chances.
Shout out Cam. Cam got a W that he desperately needed.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, this might be the team that all young struggling quarterbacks need to get. Do the Giants play the Cardinals anytime soon?
I hope so.
I'm just saying, bro. This is looking like the punching bag team right now.
Right, and they got talent though. They have talent on both sides of the ball. And yeah, I don't know, and it's not Kyler's fault. You can't make that stuff up, man. You just can't. How do you fumble in? I
don't know, bro. I don't know.
Offensive play. It came turned to an great offensive play for Tennessee. But switching from that football to great football. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Seattle Seahawks, 38-35, offensive explosion. Sam Darnold had a hell of a game. 341 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, a 95.8 QBR rating. And by the way, they had 20 rushes for another 120 yards and a touchdown. You don't lose those games, but Baker Mayfield went 29 for 33, 379, and 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, and their running back had, and then he had another 41 yards. But Emeka Egbuka, their freaking crazy rookie sensation wide receiver with 163, another touchdown. Dude's having a Jamar Chase type season as a rookie. I mean, he can't keep it up, but can he keep it up? Can Baker keep it up? What the heck is... Hey, we've been talking about Baker every single week, bro. Talk to me about Baker and this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team.
Bro, MVP Baker? MVP Baker? That's what we talking about, bro? Come on now, bro. Hey, bro. Yeah. Hey, shout out Ohio State, bro, because God darn it, y'all producing some wide receivers, bro. Cause, bro, I don't know what y'all got going on out there, bro. But I can't even pronounce buddy name. Aduku. I'm sorry. No disrespect, bro. You are on a, like you say, Jamar Chase type season, bro. This dude is killing it, bro. So, and I seen recently the owner of the Buccaneers have given our boy Baker Mayfield the ultimate praise. He was like, bro, this dude is coming in and is going to like the quarterback of the future. Like he's here to make Tampa on the map. So it's like, bro, if the owner's behind you like this, and he is letting you know you are the heir apparent to Brady, hey, bro. And then like we just mentioned earlier, how Baker Mayfield's out here talking trash before the games to fans and stuff. Bro, that is my boy, bro. Like, he is a football player. And, like, we talked about it before in preseason. Like, Baker Mayfield is, like, one of the boys. And you want your quarterback to be one of the boys. Like, he hanging out, kicking it with the fellas. And you can't beat that, bro. You can't, that camaraderie, like, them dudes. And you seen the dude recently. They was like, hey, if we're in the alley or in a fight, and who would you want with you? And they was like, I want Baker. At least I know Baker will come out shooting. And it's like, what? You know what? One of the
Baker likes to fight, right?
Yeah, bro. I can appreciate that at your quarterback. Like he didn't name the linebacker. He didn't name the DN. He named the quarterback. So it's like, all right. Yeah. So I'm all for it. I'm all with it, bro. Baker Mayfield is MVP right now, bro. That's all I'm with.
Baker done freaking thrust that flag into that MVP trophy already. And I'm telling you, I don't see him letting it go. Even if he has a couple of bad games, he's got too much confidence, too much ability, and he's got that swag, that moxie, he doesn't care about the noise around him, you know? I think he's finally, and I'm going to say finally taking the game to where he's like, you know, I'm concerned about legacy. I think before he was more concerned about commercial. Seems like he was in more commercial than he was, you know, getting victories. And now I don't see him in commercials much.
Yeah.
But he is playing lights out like the Baker we know we can play. Like the guy I saw coming out, you know, out of college. So excited for him.
That is an excellent point, bro. I have not seen any Campbell's soup commercials with Baker Mayfield in a long time. And those used to be like on clockwork when he was at Cleveland, bro.
Repeat.
Like, yeah, repeat.
Yeah.
And ever since he stopped doing those commercials, he's been balling. So yeah, I'm all for it.
In.
Yeah.
He is locked the F in. And I just, you know, hey, we both love to see greatness, you know. Speaking of greatness, there wasn't a whole lot of greatness here, but New England, Buffalo, 23-20, New England. I don't know, I got to look at the history, but I feel like Buffalo's been dominating New England for a little bit since Brady's been gone. But the little brother Patriots beat up on big brother Buffalo Bills, knocked them off their little pedestal as the last unbeaten team in the NFL. Happy for him, right? Excited for Drake, of course. He didn't have like a crazy game. This is about Stephon Diggs stretching the field for them, fueling that fire. 10 catches, 146 yards against the Buffalo Bills, who kind of threw him away because I think they kind of thought he was a diva. Now, granted, Buffalo hasn't really needed him. They've been balling without him. But I am happy for Stephon Diggs. I'm happy for the Patriots doing what they're doing. But Buffalo needs Josh Allen to play perfect. He can't do that with 2 turnovers. He needs to play perfect. And that bothers me a little bit. I thought Buffalo had more support around Josh, but I think it's showing that maybe there wasn't as much support around Josh Allen as we possibly thought. But they get to face the Falcons on Monday Night Football. We're going to see.
Hey, yo, bro, we going to see. But Cardi B, baby daddy, bro, he balled out this weekend, bro. He balled out. That was a revenge game, bro. Cardi B, baby daddy had a revenge game against the Bills. He had that marked on the calendar, bro. I was like, bro, what is going on? And then the quarterback, May, he was putting it on him. Like, he let it be known. He was like, all right, you want the ball? I got you, bro. And it was in the huddle. Like, he got to get, like we talked about it, he got to get a touchdown in there sooner or later because he having a good season, but he had too many touchdowns. But he balled out. Hands out, hands down. He did his thing. And because I expected the Buffalo Bills to roll through the Patriots. And that surprised the SH out of me. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. So, but Cardi B, hey, you might have had some magic over there with that one because, bro, that dude came out the gate catching this.
Whatever your pregame routine was, just keep doing that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Keep doing that. Hey, so quick question. I saw this on ESPN First Take. I'm going to ask you first before I answer. Because of going back to Philadelphia, should Philly trade A.J. Brown? Because I think, granted, they lost last game, but even when he has bad games, they still win. Because Devonta Smith, because Dallas got it, because of that line, Jalen Hurts can also run. You got Saquon Barkley. I mean, you have so much offensive talent. Because AJ wants to win so bad, so I'm not hating on AJ. Because he wants to win so bad, he's going to be vocal. It's just it's his personality. Would it be best for Philly to trade AJ Brown, see if they can get some draft picks for him, and move on like that? It sounds crazy to mess up with success, but at the same time, okay, if I can get something for him, why not make both sides happy?
I feel you, bro. If the only way I could see them trading AJ Brown if they got Jeremiah Smith in the package, okay, like a top draft pick they could get from Ohio State, like. But as of right now, bro, you have arguably the best receiving core in professional football. Devontae Smith is getting one-on-one treatment because you have AJ Brown on the other side. Like, this is a luxury many teams do not have. Me personally, I wouldn't trade him, but like if they could come up with a scheme working with a team that they project to be sorry this year, they will have a high draft pick, they could possibly get Jeremiah Smith. Maybe, but Super Bowl champion, bro. As far as the Eagles are concerned, they got a history of dealing with disgruntled wide receivers, go dating back to the TO days, bro.
True.
Let this dude be mad. He made some comments last year, when he wasn't getting the ball a little bit. Let this dude be mad and just win another Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, who was the I don't even know. I have to look it up. Who was the leading wide receiver when they won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
You know,
hey, it's an
because I'm
excellent
sitting there
question.
thinking like, because I know a team that's probably going to draft pretty high that needs a receiver really bad, and that would be my New York Giants. And it would be nice if Philly would return the favor since you got Saquon Barkley. Do business with us. Give us A.J. Brown because we need it. Now, granted, not this next game because we're facing y'all. Maybe you want to wait after these next 3 games. I think we'll still be in the trade. Ooh. Yeah, they moved the trade deadline to week 10, I think. So we'd still be in the zone. But I would love it if we had A.J. Brown. I mean, and then with Malik Neighbors coming back next year, just having A.J. Brown in this, with the system, with the team for a half a year, I think it'd be good for us, and we'd probably have to give up quite a bit. Who?
Alshon Jeffrey.
Alshon Jeffrey was a good receiver in Chicago. I think he was okay in Philly too, but he had his best years in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a big receiver too. He's kind of like T.O. size, kind of like A.J. Brown size. So I guess maybe Philly wouldn't want to get rid of him because they liked having the one big receiver. So I get that. And A.J. Brown's talent is not reflective of his stats. To me, I think he's talent-wise, he's a top 5 guy all day. And I think if he played with Joe Burrow, or he played with Matt Stafford, or Patrick Mahomes, he'd be that 1,600 yards, 16 touchdown guy every year. Because he's open a lot. Even Brian Dable just had a conference. They brought up A.J. Brown because we're playing this Thursday in 2 days. They say, what do you think about the disgruntledness of A.J. Brown? And Brian Daboll's, he's of course doing the film work. He says, well, I understand, he's open a lot. He is open a lot. And now, did he just say that to try to stir it up in the locker room? I hope that's why he was saying it. But the reality is A.J. Brown is open a lot. And but a lot of receivers are open a lot. But that doesn't mean anything. If you're winning, you're winning. You throw to the open guy.
Yeah. Exactly. To your point, which those quarterbacks you listed, like Burrows, Mahomes, and the rest of them, outside of Mahomes, could he win a Super Bowl with any of those quarterbacks? He possibly could.
Would he?
Yeah, would. He possibly could, but he has won one with Hurts. So it's like,
Absolutely.
So, that's all of like a winner's a winner. And, we're a fan of Burrows. I'm a fan of Josh Allen. They haven't got it done yet. And, I'm a big fan of Lamar, but, you know how that story is.
That's a great place for him to go, would be Baltimore. Zay Flowers could be that Devontae Smith for him. A smaller guy. He's the bigger guy. You already have Derrick Henry. You have Saquon Barkley. Except you're with a quarterback who throws more. For some reason, I don't know how Baltimore runs as much as Philly, but throws twice as much. But they do, and everyone seems to get fed, so that might be something. But A.J. Brown, please come to the Giants. I'm not kidding. I'm just asking intently if you would come to the Giants. I would personally appreciate it. Other one, okay, this one's gonna get me possibly canceled, but I don't care. My hot take is, because the NBA, by the way, NBA season we're in the preseason games right now, and I've been very critical of Devin Booker, not his talent. Devin Booker is talented, but I think he gets his flowers too much for being a guy who can play really well, score 70 points, but in a loss, or play really well, but not be good enough to take your team to the playoffs like Jason Kidd took a mediocre New Jersey Nets team to the finals back-to-back. Giannis taking a team by himself to the playoffs every single year, winning a championship. LeBron taking a Cleveland Cavaliers team with Booby Gibson and Anderson Varejao and Sasha Pavlovich and Zydrunas Gausis, 60 wins into the finals. There's not a lot of players who can do that, and I understand that, right? But when they talk about Devin Booker, I'm like, is Devin Booker any better than Austin Reaves? Yes, he's a little more springy. He's got a little more athleticism. But when I broke it down, I'm looking at the stats. I'm just taking last year now. This being said, Austin Reaves had his best year last year. But I'm going to put this in there. One, Austin Reaves plays with LeBron James and Luka Doncic. And everybody knows, everyone with the exception of Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis, everyone else's stats went down when they played with LeBron James because he dominates the ball so much. But Austin Reaves had 20 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, a steal a game, a third of a block, whatever, 2 turnovers, 46% shooting from the field, and 37.7, almost 38% from 3. Oh, Devin Booker's a much better 3-point shooter. No, he's not. He shot 33% last year from 3. Okay, same from the field, 46%, which means his 2s are a little more efficient, but he shot 33% from 3. If you look at the rest of his career, he's not a great 3-point shooter the rest of his career. He's been okay one other year. Rebounds, about the same, 4.5 for Austin, 4.1 for Devin. Assists is where it's different. 5.8, almost 6 assists for Austin Reaves and 7.1 for Devin Booker. The rest of the stats are the same, 1.1 steals, 1.9 respectively for steals and blocks. Same thing. Austin's a little bit higher, but it's really, really close, within tenths. But Austin's gone a $13.4 million a year, and Devin Booker just signed a new 2-year, $145 million, getting $72 million a year basically per year. Am I off base in terms of Austin Reaves? I think is a damn good player. He doesn't get his flowers, and Devin Booker is also a very good player, but he just has an appealing style to look at, but I don't think he elevates teams.
I personally think that Devin Booker is overrated. Me personally, I believe he's living off that 70-point game, like you mentioned, and was a loss in that game too as well. I mean, it takes a lot to score 70 in the NBA, but you can get hot one night. You know how it is when you're playing, you just can't miss. You just can't miss one night. So I understand. So it happened in the league. So all due respect, but he's the number one option. Yes, he scores a lot. His percentages are decent, but he's the number one option. So like his scoring points per game is not too far off from Austin Reaves.
No, 5 points.
That's what I'm saying. He's the number one option. So that right there is saying a lot. And Devin Booker doesn't play both sides of the ball. He's an offensive player. He doesn't play defense. I've never seen him really lock down on defense. I've seen Austin at least try. So I give Austin his credit. Like I said, I feel like Devin Booker is totally overrated, but that's just my personally.
Whoa, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I feel like he's totally overrated. Like, I'm not even trying to be a hater. It's just for having Kevin Durant on your team and what's the other boy name? I can't think of his name. The third option.
With Chris Paul there also.
Chris Paul was there 1 year, but
Devin Booker.
I forgot the third dude, the third option, but they had a good three.
Ayton was there too. Ayton was there for a bit.
Yeah. But it's like, come on, bro. You haven't done anything in the West, and the West has been wide open for a good little minute, and it's like he hasn't led his team to the playoffs like a deep run in a while. I know he went to the finals that one time, but Chris Paul got hurt and everything went downhill when he did go to the finals, I believe.
Did they go to the finals?
I believe they went to the finals, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe so. I don't remember. Phoenix never went to the finals. No, not Phoenix.
It might have been Eastern Conference finals. It might Western Conference finals. But I thought they made it a deep run.
Yeah, they probably went to Western Conference finals. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a fan. I believe Austin Reaves is a damn good player, and he plays with LeBron, so he has a much larger spotlight on him too. So he can't make as many mistakes as the normal person can make any as well, because he has that big of a spotlight on him. So yeah, all due respect to Austin Reaves, he does his thing. Devin Booker play defense.
Right, and I don't think he's gonna play defense. He's 29 now, and he's kind of like, I'm not saying the back nine of his career, but he's not 25. Austin's still 27. I'm wondering if Austin Reaves is going to, and this could be my last point when I'm done, if Austin Reaves is going to want to move on, because I think he'll be contract eligible at the end of this year, this last year of his contract, because he can play with Luka. Nobody is a star with Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, Kyrie played well, but Kyrie's Kyrie. Let's just stop there. I wonder if Austin's going to consider, hey, you know what? I need to do a James Harden and go get my own team. I don't think Austin Reaves is a James Harden type, but I think he's a J-Dub type, where if you're with a guy like Shea who doesn't require the ball to be dominant, like Luka needs the ball in his hands because he's an elite passer, he's an elite dribbler, he's an elite scorer, and so in his mind he feels like he needs to have the ball all the time. Well, Shea also is an elite dribbler, elite scorer, elite passer, does not need the ball in his hands all the time, and I think Austin will succeed with a team like that. I don't know if that team exists right now with a good point guard like that, but however, I think if he could find that, I could see Austin leaving the Lakers, and the Lakers being okay.
Yeah, I can see him being okay.
At the end of the day, but I think they're a much better team with him. They're a championship team with him. Without him, I think they're just a good team. They're a standard Luka Doncic team. Luka is a good player. He's a great player. He's a great player. Can he win the championship playing his way? I don't think so. He's a neat guy like Austin Reaves, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm done.
Welcome to the show where the game comes alive. Breaking down the plays, we keep the spirit high. From the field to the mic with passion and flair. It's the Playaction Podcast, your ultimate fanfare. It's all some more fanfare.